Hello, the purpose of this video is to give you instruction for the second round process for the University of Texas Medical Branch Master of Science and Dietetic Internship Program. So our program gives the student a Master of Science in Nutrition and Metabolism and the Dietetic Internship in just 16 months or 4 continuous semesters. We do start in August or the fall semester, and we finish up in December of the following year. So our students will matriculate in August of 2018 and complete the program in December of 2019. We have an emphasis in clinical and translational research, so all of our students do a minimum of 200 hours of research experience. Students with especially high interest in research can get a lot more hours than that. Many of our students graduate with publications, and some of our students have gone on to complete or start PhD programs and Doctor of Public Health programs. We do have 6 of 19 slots available in the second round. We have many unique rotations here, which include a number of pediatric rotations, including inborn errors of metabolism, special needs, kids with special needs clinic, Texas Children's Hospital, and also we have a Shriners Hospital for burn children on our campus that our students sometimes rotate at. Additional unique rotations include MD Anderson Cancer Center, transplant at UTMB, renal dietetics both with UTMB and DaVita dialysis centers, our own adult burn clinic in the hospital. We work with eating disorder clinics at Texas Children's Hospital as well as the Center for Discovery, which has multiple locations. Also, we work with the Texas Institute for Research and Rehabilitation at Memorial Hermann, which is a world-leading research hospital. Our students do both research rotations and clinical rotations there. For research, some of our unique opportunities include the NASA Johnson Space Center. We also have several scientists that work with us on the UTMB campus. We are known for our research. We have lots of aging-related research and nutrition studies in aging available, sleep studies, and then our own faculty in the department are pretty well funded in physical activity, behavior change, muscle physiology, and protein metabolism, and we also have a large multi-center trial that we're involved with looking at the mechanisms of exercise adaptations. We have many other unique rotation opportunities as well. So our students come here for 4 semesters. The first 2 are primarily coursework. So all of our students will do the same coursework, and students have the option of starting their rotations as early as the first semester that they're here, part-time, so it'd just be 1 rotation, for example, just research in the fall in combination with the classes. And then in the spring, all of our students also do 1 rotation. That could be the first clinical rotation, could be research, it could be a community nutrition or food service. And then we do, the last 2 semesters are primarily internship rotations, so anything you have left to finish up will happen in those last 2 semesters. Our students will do their rotations in all different orders, but if a student has a preference, I'm sometimes able to accommodate those. One difference between this program and some other programs is that the rotations are not set in stone before you get here. I work with each student to try and identify their passions and interests and align them with the rotations that are most appropriate for them. So all of our students will complete a specialty clinical rotation, but each student does different ones depending on their interests, though they meet the competencies using the same kinds of projects. So our minimum requirements for the second round are a minimum 3.0 DPD GPA. Typically, if someone has a GPA closer to 3.0, they do have a lot of work experience to kind of balance out their application. So having just a 3.0 from an undergrad without additional work experience is usually not competitive for our program, but you can always call me and ask for more information if you're not sure. We don't require any specific work experience to apply, but having experience in nutrition or research strongly enhances the application, particularly if some other part of the application may be lacking. So if you have a lower science GPA, but you do have a good amount of clinical nutrition research experience, then that can strengthen your application. So we try to look at the whole person and try to look at everything. Typically in the first round a GRE is required to apply. In the second round, it is not required to apply. So even if you didn't initially think you are going to a master's program, we still encourage you to apply here if you think you are a good fit. You do not have to have the GRE all ready to apply. You must, however, take it before actually entering the program in the fall. So if you are offered a slot here and you accept it, you will be mindful that you have to take the GRE at some point over the summer. So in terms of the process, it's pretty simple. I just encourage you to submit an application in DICAS as soon as possible after the application reopens on Thursday. So I do emphasize timeliness. I think from the vast majority of programs, the second round moves a whole lot faster than the first round. And so you want to make sure you find your programs that you're interested in and apply as soon as you can. I would say that for our program, if you apply any later than Saturday, you have a lesser chance of getting an interview. So sooner is better if you're sure you want to apply here. You do not need to submit an application to our graduate school or the School of Health Professions at first, or any additional materials. We just need you to submit the DICAS to be considered in the second round. In the event that you are offered a slot, you'll have to complete the quote-unquote application for our graduate school, but if you're offered a slot, you're guaranteed to get into the graduate school. Okay, so your personal statement can be generic for the second round. Usually we require some more specifics in the personal statement, but it can be generic. If you want to get your application in faster, it's okay. You can tailor it to our program we do read them, so if you want to say something specifically about what you're applying here, that's great too. We will start reviewing the applications around noon on Thursday, and then offer interviews and offers on a rolling basis. So we're going to have interviews on Thursday, we're going to have interviews on Friday. We also have interviews scheduled for, tentatively scheduled to happen on Saturday at this point. If we don't fill all our slots by the end of this weekend, we'll open up more interview times for next week. But as of now, we just have Thursday, Friday, and Saturday interviews planned. So we will look at applications and call you up pretty quickly or email pretty quickly if we want to offer you an interview. If you do receive an offer, you will have at least 72 hours to consider it. Every program does this differently. Some people might try to put you on the spot, make you decide right away. We try to move quickly, but I want to respect the fact that you might need to look into things a little more before making a choice. So we will hold the slot for you for 72 hours, and that will include at least one full business day. If you're still not sure at the end of 72 hours, you could tell us you're not sure, but we won't hold that slot open for you anymore. So if you change your mind later, it might not be available, but we keep it open for 72 hours. This is just a quick overview of the process. I have another video that's linked below to tell you more detail about our rotations and our programs so that you can kind of understand in more detail what we're about. For those of you who don't know where Galveston, Texas is, it's about an hour or so southeast of Houston. We're on a long skinny island in the Gulf of Mexico. It's a little bit of like a local vacation spot. So if you have any additional questions about the program after watching the video, or you want to just ask me anything in general that you don't already have answers to, feel free to give me a call or send me an email. I'll be trying to stay in my office almost all day Thursday when we're not doing interviews. So we'll start doing interviews in the mid-afternoon. So if you call me anytime between 11 and 2, I should be in my office. And so I'll just try to be as available as possible. If not, if you can't get a hold of me on the phone, feel free to email me and I'll respond to you later. Thank you very much, and I hope to see your application soon. Bye.